Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening, students. I hope everyone are doing great. So last class, we discussed till 7th problems of last Sunday paper. So today we'll be discuss problem 8, 9, and 10 and some more problems. So let's discuss now 8th problem. So 8th problem says, if rupees 2200 is obtained after lending out X at 5% per annum. Okay, 5% per annum. So here principal is given. It's not amount, it's principal. And rate of interest is given as 5% per annum for 2 years. And 1800 is obtained after lending out rupees Y at 10% per annum for 2 years. So rupees 2000. Yes, Nainika, what's your doubt?
Sir, actually, sir, I was absent for the two classes. Is sixth question, is there an answer for sixth question, sir, or is it like another thing? Or is
Sorry, I didn't get you.
sir, is sixth question is like, is it missing anything, sir? Because when I was trying to
No, no,
understand it,
no,
I
no.
did not
Sixth
understand.
question. No, no, no. It's not missing anything there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You can check the previous recordings of our class. If you missed the class, you can check the previous class recording and you can I discussed there. Okay.
Sir,
So
won't
here,
X and Y be known as principals and the 22,000 is the SI?
sorry, that's the reason why again I'm checking the question. So here if you see 2200 is obtained after lending out. Okay. So 2200 is obtained after lending out. So 2200 is amount. This is with principal plus interest. So lending after lending out some X rupees, we don't know X, plus interest is 5% per annum, 5% of X for 2 years. And rupees 1800 is obtained after lending out rupees Y at 10% per annum for 2 years. Find X plus Y, he is asking. He didn't give mention any what kind of interest it is. Whether it is simple interest or compound interest. So how actually we derive here whether it is simple interest or compound interest? Please go through the question once.
The rating is telling for 2 years.
So what? 2 years you can also calculate for 2 years
Sir,
compound interest.
I
Yes.
think it's simple interest, but he said per annum. He did not say something like that. I think, at least in my perspective.
Compound and annually.
What is the difference between simple interest and compound interest?
The principal amount will be the same, sir, in SI.
Yeah, but from this question, what did you figure out? Please go through the question.
Sir, SI only, I think.
Just a moment, I am getting a call. Yeah, let's continue. So here if you see, rupees 2200 is obtained. So 5% per annum. 5% per annum, and it is saying for 2 years. And another rupees 1800 is obtained after lending Y amount 10% at an interest of 10% per annum for 2 years here again. So what exactly it meant here is, whenever they didn't, for suppose let us consider here simple interest.
1800 is obtained after 4 years.
Sorry,
1800 is obtained after 4 years. Sir.
obtained after 2 years, that is Y amount. So here if you see 5%, so for 1 year it is 5%. For 2 years, how much total and rate of interest is? How much it is?
10%.
For 1 year. See, so here one thing it is clearly mentioned here. So compound interest. So why we don't consider here compound interest is, to calculate the compound interest, you need to know for sure principal amount. Without principal amount, you can't even compound, no. See, without base, how you will construct compound wall? Are you getting my point? Without giving any principal amount, how will you evaluate it as a compound interest? Compound interest is what? Evaluating or calculating the amount by considering principal. So it is additional inclusion of principal there. And again for that principal, second year you will take, for the second year also you will take the base of the first year amount as principal. But how? So here the base itself is principal. Without that, how you will calculate compound interest? So this question for sure is not meant for compound interest. How many of you got this? What I said till now? Why this question is not meant for? Yes, Chirantej.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
I
you
just
got.
raised my.
Okay, you got it. Okay, I hope everyone of you got this. So to believe it as a whether, so you might be having a confusion initially. So what is the confusion here? Whether it is a compound interest or simple interest. So whether to know it is a compound interest or simple interest, what is the main factor here? To calculate the compound interest, you need to know the base amount. You need to know the base amount. To calculate the compound interest, you need to know the base amount. What you meant by base amount? What you exactly meant by base amount? To calculate the compound interest, you need to know the base amount. So if you consider here base amount, what is base amount? Base amount is with that base. Suppose if I give you base amount as 2000 rupees, you will calculate compound interest. I will give you a 2%. So 2000 plus 2% of 2000. You will be getting some 2200 or some 2400. After the 2400, again you will take this 2400. But in simple interest, you won't. He directly gave, after 2 years, 2200 amount is taken by the person who lended the money. So here your ultimate point should be base amount. So without base amount, you can't even calculate. So the main reason to figure it out whether it is a simple interest or compound interest is, without base amount or principal, you can't calculate compound interest. Here they directly gave the amount which is actually received by the person who lended the money or a lender after 2 years. So the person who is lending money, where he received amount after 2 years is given. So at that point you have to only consider simple interest. So don't make a complex conclusion within yourself that it's a compound interest or simple interest. Just a simple thought, you will get to know whether it is a simple interest or compound interest. So here the case is different completely. So if you consider here, what exactly happening is, so now I know that 1%, 2% is for 1 year. Sorry, 5% is for 1 year, right? So 5% is for 1 year. So 5% is for 1 year. So 5% for another year is how much total? It's 10%, no, for 2 years. 2 years it is 10%. No. So now what I will do here is, so amount that actually received is 100% plus 10%. 100% is the principal and 10% of the amount that is added. That is added 5% per each year of the amount. So 110% is equal to 2200. How many of you will agree with me? How many of you will agree with me here? So to find out the X amount, I will equate this 2200 is equal to 110%. Why? Because 5% added per each year and it is a simple interest, and compound interest obviously it not. Why? Because I gave you the thorough explanation. So here if I consider X is equal to 110%, 2200 is 110% means if I go for 100%, what will be the answer? So let's calculate 2200 into 100 by 110 is equal to X. Suppose this is X amount for 100%. So this 0 will get cancelled. 11 ones, 11 two hundreds. So X is equal to 2000 rupees. X is equal to 2000 rupees. So the amount given by lender to borrower before 2 years is 2000 rupees. Now you please calculate similarly with similar application. You please calculate what is Y amount, Y here, Y value here.
Sir,
So 1800 rupees after two years at a interest of 10%. So for 1 year per 10 per annum, 10% interest per annum. So 1 year it is 10%. For 2 years the interest is 20%. So this amount will be equal to 100 plus 20%. That will be equal to 1800. So 100% plus 20% will be equal to 120%. That will be equal to 1800. So 100% is equal to how much? So let the amount before when it is 100% is given as Y in the question. So 1800 into 100 by 120. So this will get cancelled. And what all we left? 2 5s, 2 6, 6 1s, 6 3s, and double zeros, and 1500. So Y amount is 1500. That is at the moment the borrower lender, sorry, the lender when he lended money to the borrower, the amount is 1500. So when I go for a calculation, X plus Y is equal to 2000 plus 1500, that will be equal to 3500 rupees. So how many of you will agree with this solution? Pranav, what's your doubt? Sorry? So this is the case where you apply how to actually find out the simple interest. So questions, I already said you that questions will never ask directly in Olympiad examinations or any competitive examinations. So application is very, very important. So this is one kind of application. So please be thorough with your concept. Then you can easily get the formulas, sorry, the answers by applying in various ways. So shall we move on to the next question? Shall we move on to the next question? Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any doubt in the 8th question?
No, sir.
So coming to the 9th question, it is directly mentioned in the question, it is compound interest. So find the principal amount if compound interest is charged at 10% per annum for 2 years. The amount becomes rupees 726. The amount becomes rupees 726. The amount becomes rupees 726. 10% per annum. 726. So here amount becomes 726. After 2 years. And it is said that compound interest. Please go through the solution. Sorry, question once.
Can you zoom the
So 10% per annum is given. So here it is clearly mentioned compound interest. Here it is clearly mentioned compound interest. In previous question, they didn't mention compound interest. So we took it as you are wrong, Charantej. You made some mistake, I guess. Please find it out once. So in previous question, whenever interest is not mentioned and whenever base amount is not mentioned, and it is clearly said that X amount is borrowed before 2 years. But here it's mentioned. But here it is mentioned that compound interest we have to calculate the principal. So how you people, everybody knows that amount is equal to principal plus interest. Principal plus interest. So if I consider here amount, I know amount is 726. It's charged up to 726. They said here, if you see, it's charged up to 726, and the principal we don't know. Let us assume it to be some question mark plus interest. Interest is 10% of compound interest per annum, and it is charged up for 2 years. For 2 years. So let us assume. So I already told you, without base amount, we can't even find out what exactly will be the principal. That is principal. We can't even, sorry, without the base amount, that is principal, we can't even find out the how much charged amount is, or how much interest after application of, after leaving interest on the principal. We can't find out. We will find out the amount. But here amount itself is a question mark. We don't know what is amount. So let us assume in questions like this, you should always remember, let us assume the initial amount. It's just assumption only. For our mathematical calculation convenience, it's just an assumption. What will we do here is, let us assume the initial calculation part, that is initial principal. Initial principal is 100 rupees. Initial principal is, let us assume, just for mathematical calculation convenience, let us assume this. So our principal, I am denoting with the P. P is equal to 100 rupees. So first year. So first year I am actually calculating 100 means 10% interest I will apply. They only said 10% per annum. So 10% of interest means 10% by 100 into 100. So overall the amount will be 110. Correct. And if I go for second year, why? Because they said only for 2 years. Again, I will consider this as the amount. So to calculate the amount, I will consider this as the principal. So this will become my principal. So 110 plus 10%, that is 10 by 100 into 110. So this will get cancelled. So overall, I will be getting 110 plus 11. So that will be equal to 121. So what I will do here is I will equate. Why? Because I'm just assuming only what? So I'm just assuming only what? I'm just assuming only amount that has been taken at very initial from the lender at first year is 100. So this after 2 years it becomes to 121. So this 121 will be equated to 726 rupees. Similar problem which we did in the earlier. So 7 and we need to find out the at 100 at 100. Why? Because initial we assumed P as 100, no? So how much the amount will be? So 121 into X is equal to 726 into 100.
Sir, it's 6, sir. 121 into 6. X is equal to 6.
X is equal to 6. वो कैसा होता है भाई? So 121 into 121, so 121 6. So X is equal to 6 into 100 is 600 rupees. So your amount, principal amount will be, so your principal amount will be, so your principal amount will be 100 rupees. Sorry, 600 rupees. So any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Okay. So shall we move on to the next question?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Pranava, yes.
Sir, my doubt is that why we equated 121 to 720.
Why we equated? Very good question. Previously, what did in previous question? Previous question, what we did?
It's cross multiplication.
No. See what? So initially we assumed 100%, 100 rupees. So we don't know the base amount here. Base amount, that is principal, we don't know. So what I am assuming is 100 rupees is given to me. You are the lender. I am the borrower. Okay. After 2 years, I need to pay 726 rupees to you. Okay, 726 rupees to you. So after 2 years, if I need to pay 726 rupees to you, I should actually find out what exactly the base amount, that is the principal you given to me. At the moment I borrowed money from you, how much amount I actually took from you, I have to calculate here. So to calculate that, what I actually find out here is the relation between the principal amount and the initial consideration of the interest addition. So interest addition, what I am doing, I am initially finding out the relation here. So for 121 of interest, so interest how I got, so initially I considered 100 rupees. So this initially I told you we are taking principal as 100 rupees only for our mathematical calculation convenience. So any problem wherever you need to find out the base amount or principal, you need to consider it as either 100% or 100 rupees.
Okay,
So previous understood.
Sir,
Okay.
we took a percentage, now we are taking it in rupees.
Yeah. Even see, if you take here 100%, your answer will be same again. So whenever they ask you 100%, so initially 1% sold a product and lost 15%. So you have to consider lost the 15% means percent, means we are comparing it with 100. So 100 minus 15 means we have to consider 85% at the beginning. He lost. So eppudanna 100%, fullest we have to consider. Fullest means 100. So if I say you I lost 15 marks in my examination, which is out of 100, means what will you tell? My score is 85, right? So 100 is the round off number and a mathematical convenience calculation convenience number. So whenever they ask you in percentages, profit and losses, or anything, you have to consider 100. In previous problem also we did the same thing. If you are, so in sixth problem we did the same thing. So here you have to consider 100. So 15% loss means you have to consider 100 and you have to then equate and you have to calculate accordingly. So I hope everyone of you understood this. Okay, Charan, there is no problem. So 10th question. Here if see amount. Here if you see the amount is 6,250 rupees invested at 12% per annum under compounding quarterly. So I gave you a formula for half yearly, how to calculate an amount for half yearly, for quarterly. How many of you remember this? I don't know how many of you remember the formula for calculating an amount for half yearly and quarterly. So here what they are mentioning is if amount, okay, good Gagara. If amount 6250 is invested at 12% per annum under compounding quarterly scheme. So cleverly he said, see, so and so amount is invested at 12% per annum under compounding quarterly scheme. Find the compound interest in 9 months. See how cleverly he played with you. You know quarterly. Quarterly means in an year, 12 years, sorry, 12 months. So 3 months, 3 months per 1 quarter. So 3 months for 1 quarter means 3 months for 1 quarter means for 3 quarters it is 9 months. How many of you will agree with me? How many of you will agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So for 3 quarters it is 9 months. So it's clearly evident in the question that find the compound interest for 9 months means 3 quarters. So you need to do a calculation for 3 quarters. And they said the scheme is evaluated, means the scheme is calculated quarterly with an interest of 12% per annum. So it is very easy, direct formula application. But the only trick here you need to find here is 3 months. 9 months means 3 quarters. 9 months means 3 quarters. Chalo, let us solve this problem now. Chalo. So should I give you a trick here once? So we are calculating here monthly basis or yearly basis. You see, if you want to consider here, there is one simple trick here given. So 12% per annum under compounding quarterly scheme. Find the compound interest is 9 months. So for 3 months is 1 quarter. So for 9 months, 3 quarters. Will you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now I am telling here 12% per annum means, can I write this 12% per annum means per 12 months? Can I write in this way? Students, 12% per annum is given. Can I write it as 12% per 12 months? Can I write in this way?
Yes, sir.
So what is so what exactly we are doing here? So 1 annum has 12 months. So 12% per annum is 12% per 12 months only, no? So from this, can I tell you that 1% for 1 month? 1% per 1 month. Can I tell you?
Yes, sir.
Will you agree with me? So is it 1% per 1 month? So for 3 months, how much it will be? 3%, right? Interest. Yes or not?
Yes.
Now, what is the formula? What is the formula for quarterly? What is the formula for quarterly compound interest? If you calculate it quarterly, what is the formula? So not revising the notes. So what's the point of giving the notes then if you people are not revising it? Gagana, what is the formula?
For quarterly, sir,
Yes.
it's
A
1
is,
plus
A
A
is
is
equal
equal to P into 1 plus R by 400 to the power 4n.
to the power?
4n.
Sure.
Yes, sir. 400, sir. R by 400, I told.
R by 400 into 4n.
4n. Yes, sir.
So what is P? What is R? What is N here? How many of you are aware of this?
I am aware. P is here principal, sir. R is the rate of interest, sir.
So I already gave you the notes. How many people? Why you people are so much confused? I don't know to these formulas.
Sir, P is principal, R is rate of interest, and N is time.
Why you people are so much of confused? I don't know.
Sorry, sir, I was actually absent during this class. And sir, where are these notes present, sir? So can I look at them?
You please check on the group. I already posted this on Saturday or Sunday. You just check on the group where
Okay,
it
sir.
is
Thank
actually. What is this? What is this? I clearly mentioned in the note, given notes, stating that what will be the formula for, and also explained in the class what will be the formula for annually, what will be the formula for half yearly, and what will be the formula for quarterly. And you people find it difficult in solving this problem. Many people didn't solve this problem in the class, sorry, in the test. And even many people except Gagana didn't tell what is the formula for quarterly. So if this is the case, it's very difficult. You need to go through the notes in each and every class before you attend each and every class. It's not that notes is not provided, right? So now you have everything. Just substitute and drag out the answer from that. You know P. What is P? Sorry. And the compounded interest in. Find if amount. So you know the amount. You know the interest. You know what is N. You need to find out the compound, that is principal amount. Please do it. Compounded interest you need to find out. Once you find out the, so how to find out the compounded interest? Amount is equal to principal. From here you will get principal plus interest amount, that is interest. So interest is equal to amount minus principal. You will be getting how much interest actually added for the principal. Please calculate and send your answers on the chat box.
So the principal is not given, right?
That's what I'm telling you. No, you need to find out the principle. So amount is 66250. Principal is P, let it be R plus 12% by 400 into 4n. What is n here now?
3, sir.
3. Very good.
Sir, and I had found the notes, sir. Thank you.
So this will be 12 ones, 12 300s. So P1.
Sir, how did you get 300?
Oh, what I'm doing. So it is 3 by 100. 4 ones, 4 threes, 4, 3 by 100. And this is 4n, no? So 4n is given as per annum. So 3 quarters. So 3 quarters means n is so 3 quarters. So n is 12 by 4. So that is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4. How did I get 3 by 4 here? N is actually n is for 1 year. Correct. N is for 1 year. So for 3 months, so for actually 9 months. 9 months means 3 by 4th year. How many will you believe with me this?
Sir, me, sir.
So 1 year, 12 months. So what part of the year? For 9 months. Cross multiplication. 9 by 12 you will get 3 3s, 3 4. So n is equal to 3 by 4 here. So instead of months, I am substituting in years here. So P 6250 is equal to P 1 plus 3 by 100 whole cube. So that P will be equal to 6250. So this will be 100 plus 3. So 100 by 103 whole cube. So how much you are getting? So something you will get calculation. So it will be calculation will be around 6829.54.
Sir, it's 103 by 100, right, sir?
Let me check. Okay.
So, sir, the value will flip when it comes to the other side.
Arey, this calculation part also should I explain you or what?
No, sir, just start fine. Sorry.
So finally you will be getting P as 6829.54. So after getting 6 point, I know they told you to find out the compound interest. So amount is equal to principal plus interest. So this is 6829.54 plus interest, and amount is 6250. So no. How could it be? Just check how much you are getting. 6250 into 100 cube. See, one mistake we did here. What is that? Can you figure it out? One mistake we did here. One mistake we did here. What is that? Can you figure it out? You students, can you figure it out? Hello. Can you figure it out? Can you people hear me? Gagana, can you figure it out? What mistake we did here?
We took the reciprocal of 103 by 100.
No. What I said you, this is amount, right? See the tactics used here in the question. What is given in the question? Please read out. So here, if the amount is invested, he is telling the amount and then he's adding another word which is after the amount invested. And what I considered, he is given the amount and we need to calculate the principal. But the moment when he added invested in the sentence or question, it says that this is principal. 6250 is. See the vocabulary, how vocabulary changes here. If amount 6250 is invested, what you are investing, your investment. So what does it mean? You are putting in a scheme. So how actually they trapped you, you check. So usually you been a prey to examiner trap. So here it is clearly mentioned if amount 6250 is invested. Invested means what exactly it means? It is principal. So how many of you got my point? How many of you got my point? Arey Baba, kuch to bolo haan ya nahi. Okay, everybody got. So now amount is equal to, everything will be similar. Now amount is equal to 6250, that is principal as it is invested. This is 1 plus 3 by 100, that is 3 by 100 whole cube. So that will be equal to 6250 100 103 by 100 whole cube. So that is equal to 6250 103 by 100 whole cube. So 103 by 100 whole cube कितना आ रहा है भाई? एक बार चेक कर लीजिए प्लीज. एक बार चेक कर लीजिए प्लीज. So it is amount you are getting it as 68. I'm just using calculator. Don't be in hurry in telling the answer. So 6829.54
Yes, sir.
is the amount. So they are telling you to calculate the principal, sorry, interest compound, that is compounded for 9 months. So 6829.54 equal to, that is amount is equal to principal, that is 6250 plus interest. So interest amount is how much we have to calculate. So interest amount is equal to 6829.54 minus 6250.00. So this is 4, this is
Sir, it's
5,
around 579 point
579.54.
54.
So amount that actually got through compound interest is 579.54 rupees. So we are done with the test problems. Let's meet on Monday's class, that is 14. Okay, no. So from next coming Monday, I won't be available for the class till 27th. I have exams, so I won't be available. I will compensate the class after this. After this, anyway, my exams are done. So I have state PSC, that is TGPSC. I don't know how many of you are aware of this. Group 1 exam, बोल के एक exam है. So for Group 1 administrative services. Okay. So I have that exam. I don't know whether the exam will postpone or not due to some legal issues. So let's connect in the next class. Which exam? Group 1, Charantej.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay,
Which
sir.
exam? Which exam you are talking about?
Sir, now the exam you told.
So for
Yeah.
what is it for?
So
Yes, sir. I also have the same
okay,
question.
let me give you an brief, small gist of it. How many of you are aware of IAS, IPS officers?
I know, sir.
So how do they actually get selected? How many of you watched 12th Fail movie?
My mom watched, sir. I did not watch.
I
She
Okay,
told
did.
me.
I saw, sir.
I saw some.
Okay, so usually, so you may aware of district collector, DSP, district collector, DSP, principal, and is you may aware of this, right? So for to get recruited into that, Central has separate recruiting board agency called UPSC. So UPSC has every year conducts one examination called CSC, Civil Services Examination.
Yes, sir. Civil exams, right?
Yeah, last month which I wrote was Civil Services Examination Mains. So this exam will be categorized into three selectionary procedure. So first will be prelims, then mains, and then interview, and then final list. According to your rank, you will get the service. So there are a lot of services like Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Revenue Service. So there are a lot of services. So now I am done with prelims. I am done with mains. Once you qualify in prelims, you are allowed to write mains. And once you are done with mains, you are called for interview. If you are not done with mains, nobody will be called for interview. So it depends upon each and every process. So if you are qualified in prelims, then you will be moved to mains. If you are qualified in mains, then you will be moved to interview for screening. So similar method here. So next coming to state examinations. So I'm state examination, again state has separate recruitment board called state PSC. So our state is Telangana, so we denote it as TG. So TGPSC we call it as. So again this is called group 1. So group 1 is similar to the IAS, IPS officers, but it is IAS. So but it is similar to this, but it will be in state level. So you will, so here this is central service. You can get posting anywhere in India, but if you appear for this exam, it is similar what same cadre, but you will be allocating only in Telangana. So now this group 1 exam similar, again prelims, again mains, again interview. So now I cleared prelims, I have mains, from October 21st to 27th. Then interview. So a lot of process involved. So a lot to read. There are many subjects. Nearly what all subjects involved here is you need to go through lot of subjects like Indian history. Indian history again have three sectors: modern history, that is after 1900 year, and another is from 16th century to 19th century, that is called medieval history, and another is ancient history. So this is one paper. You need to read a lot. Then geography. Geography again, you go with international, that is world geography and Indian geography. Then science and technology. Then civics. You know about civics, right? That is Indian polity and Indian economy. So you need to read a lot about this. So a lot. Um, then Constitution of India. Then ethics. Ethics is a separate paper where it actual like moral science. For you, moral science will be in very basic class, no, like similar kind of paper. Then essay. You need to write a essay for contemporary issues, like recent issues. So it's very typical exam, very hard exam. It's top. So if you consider, if you search on Google, uh, what are the top difficult exams in world, civil services exams will be on the top. That is with the rank 1. So such kind of difficult exam it is. Then I think in third or fourth you will be seeing JEE mains and JEE advanced. How many of you are aware of this?
Me, sir.
So then third or fourth you will be seeing this JEE. So JEE mains and JEE advanced you will be seeing this. So I will tell you my background. So I am from I did my graduation in NIT Surathkal. It's a very beautiful campus. I graduated in the year 2017 in mechanical engineering stream. Then I got placed in Volvo. I don't want to reveal the package. Then I worked for DRDO. I don't know how many of you know this
Sir,
DRDO.
Abdul Kalam, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, my aunt also works in DRDO, sir. She works as a scientist for.
Yeah. Yeah, I also worked as a scientist. Then I resigned my job. I also resigned here. Then now I am currently preparing for civil services examination. My aim is to become a deputy district collector or superintendent of police. So whatever it is, let us see where my destiny takes me up. So this is my plan, and I also did this is my BTech graduation. That is Bachelor of Technology. I did my MTech from IIT Bombay in thermal engineering. Now I am doing my online degree from IIT Madras in Bachelor of Computers. Sorry, this is called Artificial Intelligence and Data Science.
Sir, neural networks will all learn about this, sir.
Sorry,
We'll learn about neural networks, complex neural structures, right?
complex
Sir, like you will learn about neural networks, sir,
neuro networks. In which subject you're talking?
in artificial intelligence, sir. Neural
Yes,
networks,
yes. Neuro
brain,
networks. Yes,
brain.
yes. Neural networks, machine learning. We do all learn this. Okay. So once again, happy Dasara to everyone.
Thank you,
If
sir. Continue.
we'll meet in next class, I don't know. There are some legal issues with group 1 examination. Most probably exam will get postponed. Cleared IIT examination, Charan Tej. So usually what happened is before 2013, the exams are in 2 steps actual. So there are separate exams for NIT That is, we call it as for NITs. To get admission into NITs, there is separate exam called All India Engineering Entrance Examination. And to get in admission into IITs, we have actually IIT, that is JEE, Joint Entrance Engineering Entrance Examination for IITs. So we call it as IIT JEE before 2013. So in 2013, government, what they did is they put two-step process. One is JEE mains.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. I have to go out. Can I go, sir?
Yeah, person who are not interested can leave.
No,
So
sir, I'm interested, sir, but I have to go.
okay, you somewhere engaged. Okay, you can. So in 2013, what exactly happened is JEE mains and JEE advanced are the two steps they actually introduced. So for JEE mains, what they did, so everybody who is aspiring to get admission into IITs and NITs will write this examination called JEE mains, and whoever qualified in JEE mains will eligible to write JEE advanced. So this is the step which actually introduced in 2013. From then, it is the same process till now. That is 2024 till now. So this year they got some recent changes like 2 JEE mains attempts. How many of you are aware of this? 2 JEE mains attempts and best score will be taken of your 2 attempts. When we wrote, there is only 1 attempt. Now they have 2 attempts. One is January and one is in April, I guess. So whichever the attempt is best, like wherever you got the best score, they will consider that. So once you clear JEE mains, then you will write JEE advanced. So if you want to get admission into IITs, they will consider JEE advanced score. So if you want to consider JEE, if you want to consider, sorry, if you want to get NIT, admission into NIT, they will consider JEE main score. Anyways, JEE mains score, students who all are qualified, they will get admission in both NITs and IITs. But my rank was like around some 1300 all India. So at that time I got some big rank in advance. I don't know, I didn't perform well in advance. It's some around 15,000 or 16,000. I didn't get a good branch in IIT Kharagpur. I got agriculture engineering in IIT Kharagpur. Then in IIT Madras, I got ocean engineering. I'm not interested in these two branch. Then I actually, why I choose NIT Surathkal is, you just ping on YouTube, you just search on YouTube. NIT Surathkal is the only campus which has private beach. It's in Mangalore actually, beautiful campus. There will be a private beach. It is only for use for the students of NIT Surathkal. That is, we call it as NITK, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka. Actually, I hail from Warangal. I got admission in Warangal, but I rejected that offer and I chose Surathkal campus. Why? Because just looking, and Surathkal is very nearer to Goa and beautiful places like Gokarna and Coorg, and very nearer to Goa is 3 hours of journey. Gokarna, every, like, it's a center point for each and every popular tourist destinations like Coorg, Munnar, everything. So that's the reason why I chose it, just to enjoy my graduation life. Campus is so beautiful. So should check actually. I keep on visiting my campus once in a year. I love my campus very much. IIT Bombay campus, I didn't like. Why? Because I stayed there for only 2.5 months due to this COVID. We had all of like online classes. So this is my profile. So I actually want every one of you to get into a good college of NITs and IITs. Why? Because cream part of the students will come into NITs and IITs. So your peer group will be different. Your peer group, matlab, the people whom you are surrounded will be different. They will be with much high ambitious. So most of my friends are working in top MNCs all over the world. They are in very, very good positions. Most of my friends are like already they have cleared UPSC. Most of my friends already they cleared UPSC and they got admissions. Sorry, they are working as uh, like as a district magistrate or collector. Few of my friends are in Telangana cadre also. So your ambitions will be high if you surrounded with good peer people. So I hope every one of you get good admission in beautiful campuses of NITs and IITs. Now you can also go and check many of the IIT campuses are out of India also now. So all the best for your plans. So let us wind up the class and we'll meet next class. I'll let you know through the group if the class is on next 14th, not 14th, most probably 14th. No, if I will let you know. Yes.
We crack this competitive exams, what you have said, can we
Sorry.
apply? If we crack this competitive exams, that what have you said? Can we go to can we go to other countries?
For other, you want to go for graduation, you want to go to other country.
Yes, sir. Will they give permission?
So for if you want to go for graduation to other country means there is one exam called SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test. So you need to appear for that exam, and there are exams like GRE, GMAT. So you need to appear for those exams, but pursuing bachelor's in abroad is I don't know. It's like it's not a good deal, I guess. Why? Because it's cost you around some 2 crores. And coming to our education system and their education system, we are lacking research and development sources, but we are very good at concepts. So we learn a lot from them. So our curriculum is very well designed rather than other institutes in abroad.
So like what I'm saying is, if we crack this competitive exams, are we able to go to other foreign countries for research?
Other
Can we go to other foreign countries for research purposes?
Yeah, so once you are done with your graduation, again you have to appear for GRE and GMAT to secure admissions for masters. That is masters matlab after your bachelor's, we call it as masters. It is post graduation course. You can actually go to any of the countries with this course depending upon your interests. So it's up to you how you choose your career. I'm least interested in going abroad. Most of my family friends are in most of the places in abroad. But what exactly will be happening to you is if you get good campus placement through IITs and NITs, you can actually go to pursue your career in abroad. Why? Because most of the companies are situated in abroad only. So company which I got placed is Volvo. I don't know how much of you. So this company is in Sweden. So I actually traveled there. So you can go through that way. Okay, chalo. It's nice talking to you all. Let's wind up the class.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. All the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, thank you.